Ever wondered how a psychedelic trip might feel, or how it might transform your mind? Let's dive into the mind-boggling world of Terence McKenna. Now, who is this Terence McKenna, you ask? Well, Terence was an American ethnobotanist, mystic, psychonaut, lecturer, and author who was known for his advocacy of the use of naturally occurring psychedelic substances. He was a man who ventured beyond the brink of the known into the realm of the extraordinary, the psychedelic. For the uninitiated, psychedelics might sound like a term straight out of a science fiction novel, but in reality, it's not that far off. Psychedelics are substances that are capable of inducing altered states of consciousness, often resulting in profound experiences that many describe as mystical or spiritual in nature. They've been used by various cultures around the world for centuries, and in the mid-20th century, they caught the attention of the Western world. Terence was a prime advocate of these substances. He saw in them not only a tool for exploring the human mind, but also a means of gaining insight into the nature of reality itself. He believed that psychedelics could provide a direct experience of the interconnectedness of all things, shattering our illusions of separateness and opening our eyes to the profound mystery of existence. But don't get me wrong, Terence wasn't just some reckless adventurer diving headfirst into the unknown. He was a scholar, a thinker, who approached these substances with a respect and reverence born of understanding. He studied the history and cultural contexts of these substances, their effects, and their potential. His fascination with psychedelics was not born out of a desire for escapism, but a thirst for knowledge, for understanding the nature of consciousness and the cosmos. So buckle up, folks. We're about to embark on a journey into the life and mind of this extraordinary man. We'll delve into his experiences, his theories, and the profound impact his work has had on our understanding of the mind and the nature of reality. And so, our journey into the life of this extraordinary man begins. Now, imagine being in the Amazon rainforest, surrounded by the unknown, and you're about to take a psychedelic trip. This was Terence McKenna's reality. McKenna found himself deep within the emerald heart of the Amazon, a place where civilization's rules seemed to dissolve into the humid air. Here, he took his first plunge into the psychedelic world of DMT, a substance derived from local plants. As the DMT took hold, McKenna was catapulted into a realm beyond comprehension. He described it as an explosion of kaleidoscopic colors, where fractal patterns danced and twisted, creating a surreal landscape that defied logic. It was as though he had stepped outside the confines of time and space, into a universe where reality was but a distant memory. But what truly intrigued McKenna about his DMT experiences wasn't just the visual spectacle. It was the profound sense of connection he felt. He described it as an encounter with an alien intelligence, a sentient entity that communicated not through words but through intricate geometric symbols. This entity, McKenna mused, was perhaps the spirit of the DMT itself, or maybe the collective consciousness of the rainforest. This psychedelic voyage transformed McKenna. He came to see reality as a vast tapestry woven from countless threads of consciousness. Each thread a unique perspective, each perspective a unique story. He realized that our understanding of the universe is shaped by our perceptions, and these perceptions can be radically altered by substances like DMT. McKenna's DMT journey wasn't a leisurely stroll in the park. It was a roller coaster ride through the cosmos, a headlong plunge into the unknown. It rattled him to his core, but it also opened his eyes to new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing the world. And that, my friends, was just the beginning of McKenna's psychedelic journey. Ever heard of the cosmic giggle? No, it's not an alien stand-up comedy. It's something McKenna experienced on his psychedelic trips. Now you might be thinking, what in the world is a cosmic giggle? And no, it's not when the Milky Way cracks a joke and Andromeda bursts out laughing. It's a term Terence McKenna coined to describe a peculiar phenomenon he encountered during his explorations into the psychedelic realm. McKenna described the cosmic giggle as a strange, transcendent laughter that seemed to echo throughout the universe. He believed it to be a profound realization of the absurdity and mystery of existence, a laughter that springs from the heart of the cosmos itself. It's the universe's way of saying, "Gotcha. You thought you had it all figured out, didn't you?" Imagine this. You're going about your day, minding your own business, when suddenly, out of nowhere, the universe leans in, tickles you under the arm, and sends you into a fit of giggles. That's the cosmic giggle for you. A surprising, unexpected burst of laughter that seems to come from nowhere and everywhere all at once. And the cosmic giggle isn't just a private joke between you and the universe. It's a shared experience, a collective recognition of the inherent humor of existence. It's the sort of laughter that sends ripples through the fabric of reality, connecting all of us in a symphony of joyous absurdity. It's also a humbling experience. The cosmic giggle is a reminder that no matter how much we think we know, the universe always has another trick up its sleeve. It's a gentle nudge, a playful wink reminding us to not take ourselves too seriously. After all, we're all just cosmic jesters in the grand cosmic comedy. So the next time you find yourself laughing for no apparent reason, or you feel a sudden surge of joy welling up from the depths of your being, know that you might just be experiencing your own cosmic giggle. So next time you giggle, just remember, it might be the cosmos having a laugh. Time is a flat circle, or is it a wave? According to McKenna, it's definitely the latter. So let's dive right into the deep end and paddle through the waves of McKenna's time wave theory. Terence McKenna, a man who was no stranger to the psychedelic experience, suggested that time is not a flat, linear progression, but rather a series of ebbing and flowing waves. The theory itself is quite a head-scratcher, so let's break it down. McKenna proposed that time is composed of repeating patterns, a concept he stumbled upon while, you guessed it, under the influence of psychedelic substances. He likened these patterns to fractals, mathematical constructs that are infinitely complex and self-similar across different scales. He believed that these fractal patterns could be plotted on a graph, creating a wave of time. Now, you might be wondering, how did psychedelics influence his understanding of time? Well, during his psychedelic journeys, McKenna experienced what he described as time dilation, moments that seemed to stretch and contract, defying the steady tick-tock we're all used to. This led him to conclude that time is not uniform, but rather wavy and fluid. He even went as far as to predict the end of time, or as he called it, the omega point. He believed that as we approach this point, time would speed up and events would become increasingly interconnected, leading to a singularity of infinite complexity. Quite a trip, right? Of course, the time wave theory has its doubters. Some dismiss it as the ramblings of a man under the influence. But whether you're a believer or a skeptic, you have to admit that McKenna's theory is a fascinating take on the concept of time. So next time you're staring at the clock, watching the seconds tick by, remember McKenna's wave. Because time, according to him, is not just a river flowing from past to future, but a vast ocean with its own rhythm and tide. And just like that, McKenna turned our understanding of time on its head, or should we say, on its wave. So what does one do with all these psychedelic experiences and theories? If you're Terence McKenna, you leave a lasting legacy. A legacy that has indeed reverberated in the halls of modern psychedelic research and culture. McKenna's audacious explorations into the depths of the human mind and the ethereal realms of psychedelics have inspired a new generation of psychonauts. His work has catalyzed a renaissance of interest in the therapeutic potentials of these substances, ushering in a new era of exploration and discovery. Terence McKenna wasn't just a man who dabbled in psychedelics. He was a visionary who saw their potential for personal growth, spiritual transformation, and societal evolution. His experiences served as a beacon, illuminating the path for those brave enough to tread where society fears to go. He was a pioneer, venturing into the uncharted territories of consciousness, and a philosopher, articulating his profound insights with eloquence and wit. His theories, though controversial, have found resonance in the 21st century. The psychedelic renaissance we are witnessing today owes much to McKenna's relentless advocacy for these substances. His voice continues to echo in the conversations about psychedelics, their role in therapy, spirituality, and culture, and their potential to redefine our understanding of consciousness. McKenna's legacy isn't just about his experiences or his theories. It's about his audacity to question the status quo, his courage to confront the mysteries of existence, and his passion to share his discoveries with the world. He was a torchbearer, lighting the way for those who seek to understand the infinite complexities of the human mind and the vastness of the cosmos. His legacy lives on in the researchers pushing the boundaries of psychedelic science, in the therapists integrating these substances into healing modalities, in the artists inspired by psychedelic visuals, and in the countless individuals who, inspired by McKenna, dare to explore their own consciousness. And that's the trip of a lifetime, folks. Terence McKenna, a man who dared to explore the uncharted territories of the mind and left us all wondering, what's out there?